CNN, we are extremely sorry for interrupting your scheduled program. However, we will now be transferring you to our resident neurologist, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, as he begins his press conference on the current zombie attack. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Many of you have realized by now that a zombie attack is among us. For our less informed viewers, these are the weird, ugly-looking freak shows that walk around moaning with their arms raised and eating people's brains. These awful zombies have led to the destruction of our beautiful neighborhoods, the eating of some of our most brilliant minds, and the paranoia of our once peaceful citizens. As a result, my fellow colleagues and I have been working around the clock to find an answer to this sudden outbreak. And many of you will be happy to know we have, indeed, found the answer. What could be something so awful that it could create a zombie? Well, it is nothing more than a brain worm that is inhaled through your nose by smelling Shaw's brand roses. Dun dun dun. For our younger and less informed viewers, we have broken down the roots of this worm and the process of zombification in the simplest terms possible. First, let's start with a simple overview of the path of the worm. It begins at the forebrain, moves its way to the midbrain, and ends at the hindbrain. The greatest affected area of the brain is the midbrain. Many of you are probably wondering how the once kind and gentle mind of Grandma can quickly turn into an evil and aggressive mind of a grandma zombie. Much like a concussion, the constant movement of this worm causes violent shaking and eventual swelling of the brain. As a result of swelling from the frontal, occipital, and parietal lobes, the already swollen temporal lobe gets added pressure. The temporal lobe, which is directly linked to aggression, is swelled and damaged excessively by this shaking, resulting in aggression to heighten in the minds of these zombies. Post-concussion symptoms include irritability, anxiety, mood swings, restlessness, and anger, all of which are symptoms of the zombie brain. As the temporal lobe suffers from pressure, another part of the frontal region of the brain, the Broca's area, is also damaged. The Broca's area, which is the final destination for thoughts and impulses to be arranged, to eventually be organized for articulation, is interrupted by the lesions caused by this swelling and the movement of the worm. By interrupting this complex cycle, the zombies are no longer able to speak. However, the Broca's area is not the only part of the brain that correlates to speech. The Wernicke's area does too. In some cases, a person may be able to still speak if their Wernicke's area was fully functioning. But the movement of the worm destroys the arcuate facialis, or the pathway of neurons from the Broca's area to the Wernicke's area, leaving no chance of comprehensible speech. Like all organisms, this worm needs oxygen to survive. And being that it's trapped in the brain, its only source of oxygen is that of the brain. As a result, many parts of the brain suffer from hypoxia, or oxygen starvation. One of the most crucial aspects of the brain affected is the hippocampus. It is located in the limbic system, which is in the midbrain. The hippocampus is located on both sides of the brain and is associated with long-term memory. By starving both sides of the hippocampus of oxygen, both are equally damaged, and long-term memories are no longer able to be made. The previously made long-term memories are also destroyed, leading to the zombies not being able to recognize anyone they may have cared for in the past. So, none of you are safe from their brain-eating evil. The worm now moves its way to the basal ganglia, which is in the midbrain. The basal ganglia regulates the movements of the body. When the basal ganglia does not output enough, the body is no longer balanced, due to the worm's excessive hunger. It eats bits of the basal ganglia, leading to the body of the zombies to be imbalanced. The only way for them to keep from falling over is to keep their arms straight out. That is why, when they are walking around, their arms are straight. At this point of the worm's journey, the worm has reached the middle of the midbrain and must excrete the brain it has eaten in its path. Their waste, however, is a neurotoxin that shrinks anything in its path. The weird coincidence is that at this point, it always is at the thalamus. The thalamus is related to pain, and due to the shrinking neurotoxin, it too shrinks. This means that the neurons have less surface area and less ways to reach the thalamus, thus causing the zombies to feel no pain at all. After emptying itself, the worm automatically becomes radioactive. At this point, it moves its way down from the thalamus to the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is related to hunger and operates by producing and secreting hormones. The radioactive slime of the worm quadruples the hormones made by the hypothalamus, thus making the zombies always hungry. So, if you think the zombie coming at you is full, you are for a rude awakening or death. Either one. In the final step of its journey, the worm reaches the reticular formation. The reticular formation is associated with the sleep and wake cycle. The radioactive slime of the worm also quadruples the signals sent from the reticular formation to the thalamus and cerebral cortex that come to our conscious attention. This constant signal transition keeps the zombies constantly alert and unable to sleep. So, my friends, I would sleep with one eye open, because the zombies, they don't sleep at all. At this point of the worm's journey, it has been so overworked, it has eaten so much, it has expelled so much of its radioactive slime that it dies. Because of its death, it can no longer affect the zombie's brain. But the damage has already been done. The zombie is already a zombie, and because its essential parts are still intact, it will not die, but it will just haunt everyone for years and years and years to come. We can do nothing about the already living zombies, except run away, like Usain Bolt away every time you see one of them. But in the meantime, stay away from Shaw's brand flowers. They have these worms inside of them. I don't know what they're doing over there at Shaw's, but they should probably get it fixed real quick. Maybe go to the Dollar Tree. Get some fake flowers. They're only $1 and they'll last you forever. So, do yourself a favor. Stay away from them roses. Alright, folks. This is Dr. Sanjay Gupta, signing out. I really do hope none of your brains are eating. Goodbye.